Welcome to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. Rigathi Gashagua, the former deputy president, has taken Mount Kenya, the fight for the soul of Mount Kenya, straight at the doorstep of the MPs, and in what looks like a scorched earth policy, anything and everything on Rigathi's way to win the Mount Kenya soul and put them under him is an enemy. And he has unkind words for it. In this podcast, we look at how this strategy is disorienting William Ruto's quest to regain Mount Kenya. But before that, I want to start first saying thank you. For the last 5 days, my team and I, we've been camping in Shinyalu here so that we can support Deborah, our grandma Deborah. As you can see, she suffered burns. Of course, she was epileptic, so she had an episode, akaanguka kwa moto, akachomeka mgongo. So after that, things did not go well, and she did not get proper medication. So when we came, urgent need first was to make sure that she's taken for medication, and we took her to the hospital. So several other tests were done, and plastic surgery was actually advised, which is supposed to take, but there's some more other more tests that will be done so that she can be sorted.
Hey. Hapata ni uchungu.
Anaumia. Toi mkono hii kwanza. Toi mkono.
Inauma na ndani, mimi inauma na ndani. Hii mkono before ulikuwa unabeba tu mzuri.
Alikuwa anakaa kama chomeka.
Alikuwa tu sawa lakini sasa hivi huwezi.
And apart from that, she had a house. Today we have done a bit of that house. What only remains in that house is just two windows and one door, which should be done by tomorrow. And I want to say thank you. We really needed this so that they could get something to do. So as we leave, we're supposed to leave tomorrow. We'll make sure we get the little resources that are remaining so that we do those two windows and one door, and also have a cash transfer for one of the beneficiaries, for one of the caregivers there also, so that they can have a business. We've set up a makeshift shop that will be opened so that they can support Shosh moving forward. And I want to say thank you.
Leta hiyo, hii ni nduma.
Hii ni nduma.
Na mabwani sasa ukifika nyumbani breakfast.
Yes. Bana chukua video bwana, basi show this video. Bana sasa mimi nimekuja huku kama hapa ni Mwikali. Hey. So Frank is one of our supporters. Frank has given me nduma. Yes. Na kuku nimepewa ya kukula na ya kufuga. Yes, and asante sana mama.
Karibu.
And so guys, thank you by then watu wakamaka niliwaambia mimi nyinyi ndio mtanilisha.
Ingoho si ndio?
Ingoho sana.
Asante
sana.
Karibu.
We've enjoyed our stay here, and it is very remarkable. So tomorrow, Kawira, who is on our communication, is going to give us a report. He's compiling a report about all this, and it will be in both our Facebook, our TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and even this YouTube. And I'm also going to send it directly to you so that we understand the progress and what we've achieved. And I want to say thank you for those who are saying Kevin will send tomorrow. Fine. Asanteni sana. I stayed here with a very big team, and I believe that all was for glory of the Lord. Thank you for welcome. Nilipewa kuku. Yes, since I've been here, nilipewa kuku. Tukakula kuku juzi. Hata leo tena tumepewa kuku. Tulikula kuku on Monday. Our friend Frank, a subscriber here, gave us kuku. Leo pia tulipewa kuku. We were also hosted by former military personnel around this area who also just appreciated our work, and we've just loved the overwhelming support we've got from this place. And may really God bless you. I've felt the love of the Luhya land. The reception here, yeah, I've felt embraced, and we felt the impact of what we do. And I understand everyone knows bold. Hey, I'm telling you, when I was walking around these places, you walk a mall, bold, and the huku, bold, and we believe that it is all for the glory of the Lord. Rigathi Gashagua is touring Kiambu County, and he's been slamming. And during that Kiambu County, he slammed Mount Kenya MPs over what he termed blind sycophancy, calling them people who are stupid. This move rattled Mount Kenya leaders, who are now descending on the former deputy president with blows. This, I've also realized, the same fight going to the doorsteps of members of parliament also reached out in Machakos, where Patrick Makau Mavoko, member of parliament, who voted yes for Rigathi Gachagua impeachment, was actually also not spared from this.
Peleka polisi, wengine anapeleka Australia kufanya kazi. Vijana yetu anampatia pesa, muwapatie watupe mawe. Nyinyi ni wajinga kiasi gani? How foolish are you, members of parliament from this region? William Ruto is laughing at you. The people from his community, he takes them to the military, to the police, to NYS, to KRA. Lakini watoto wa mlima, chukueni, wapatie pesa, watupe mawe, wapige viongozi yao. Wakimaliza na hiyo kupigana, wachukue hiyo pesa wakakunywa nini? When the history of this community is written, the members of parliament from this community will have a whole chapter of the most foolish leaders ever elected in the Mount Kenya region. William Ruto akimwambia kwenda kupitisha finance bill, mnaenda mnapitisha. Akimwambia ni mbaya, mnasema yesa. Akimwambia kwenda fukuza deputy president, mnaenda mnafukuza. Akimwambia nendeni mupige kanisa mawe, mnaenda mnapiga. You are an embarrassment to the people of this region. And I cannot fathom just how stupid a leader can be. Na tunaweza pewa pesa na Ruto kwenda kutuma vijana ndani ya kanisa. It is very embarrassing to us as a people, as a community. Nyinyi muendelee tu, mtakutana na hawa wananchi.
It is hard to call elected leaders fools. Who are you? And what is your track record for you to be the super person and calling other fools because they are not following you? We started well, and a lot of us supported Gashagua. And I would tell you, even within the government, there are many people who supported him. But he has this abrasive way of dealing with things that go off with people. It can be when people don't agree with you, call them names. I would even mention some of the names you have been called and referred to before. It is unfortunate. But you look at what is his track record. From a DO to the PO of Uhuru, to the PO of his own brother, and then he became a single constituency MP. He was not a chair, was not. So the question is he lacking some leadership skills? Because the more he talks, the more he exposes himself. You cannot be an emotional leader. That you are here with the musicians because the musicians have gone to see a rightful deputy president of Kenya, and they have gone to seek for help. And this has happened even at Uhuru's time. The music industry had issues, and they went to the government for those issues to be addressed. Have they been fully addressed? No. So when they go out, then you tell people, don't listen to them. Don't subscribe to their music. It is unfair because it just shows the kind of a leader who is selfish. That if it's not about me, then everybody else is wrong. I don't think that's the direction you need to. I wouldn't go really on a way of telling people that the money that is supposed to come to the hospitals is the money that you are being given for Harambes. That is totally untrue. We know even the hospitals, especially the county hospitals, that is the matter of the county government. The county government is responsible whether they are medicines or not. You cannot tell people that the Harambes that are being done, that is the money they are removing from hospitals to come and give you for Harambes. Those are economic empowerments that are happening. And
nimechaguliwa na chama ya Wiper. Na kunituzi mbele ya kinara wa Wiper, kwanza mimi niliona kama ni madharau. Gashagua alidharau Mheshimiwa Kalonzo. Uweze kuja kwa boma ya mtu alafu anze kumwambia huyu kijana yako ako hivi na vile kwa njia mbaya. Kwa hivyo hata kuniongelea mbaya mbele ya kinara ya Wiper ambaye ni kiongozi wangu, hiyo ilionyesha kwamba yeye hata haheshimu hiyo chama, haheshimu huyo kinara na hata haheshimu mbunge. Kuwa heti Gashagua amenishikia ama amenikasirikia juu mimi nilipiga kura ya aende nyumbani. Yeye mwenyewe anaelewa ni kwa nini nilifanya hivyo. Na anajua kutokana na ule ubomoaji ulikuwa Mavoko. Nilipoenda kwake, anajua vile aliniambia. Na mimi nataka nimwambie hata kesho kura hizo zikipigwa tena, hata kama kodi itamrudisha, bado mimi ndapiga aende nyumbani.
So this has been the strategy, and we all appreciate Rigathi's way to be Mount Kenya kingpin. While it is very rosy, it's very rosy, not very rosy, while it is very rough, but the Wamunyoro based, the politician coming from Wamunyoro seemed to be employing scorched earth policy, where anyone, anything that will stand on his way, he will have to sweep. And sometimes in politics, they say you cannot fight everyone and anyone. But again, what you need to understand, and what I think Rigathi has realized, is that he wants to establish himself and to establish his party as the only way, that if you are either with Rigathi or you are out. You remember when musicians, a section of Kikuyu musicians met Kithure Kindiki and pledged allegiance to him, he came out and said that if those musicians do not apologize, then the people should unfollow them and the clubs should deny them gigs. Now, what that then later happened is a couple of those musicians who were supposed to be tagging along Kindiki, they coiled their tails. Some are now secretly trooping back to Rigathi Gashagua. And today, there was an impromptu rally in Kikuyu constituency, that is Kimani Ichun'gwa's constituency, where he, in Kiambu, during his Kiambu county, he's been touring regions. He actually endorsed some candidates, Jude Njomo, back to be Kiambu Member of Parliament, and Kinuthia Fanyamambo, this is also another government expert and lawyer, is being touted, is gunning for Dagoretti South seat so that he can take over from John KJ Kiare.
Hapa Kikuyu constituency kuna mtu ya UDA amebaki. Hapa Dagoretti kuna mtu ya UDA. UDA iende isiende. Ihame isihame. Wacha nione wanachama wa DCP. Harambee! Hapa Nairobi. Goko Nairobi. Turenda turugamie gavana. Neguo. Turugamie gavana. Wako gitira andu aitu. Neguo murenda. Niko na Mheshimiwa James Gakuya Bazu ambaye ako pale Embakasi anapigania kiti cha gavana cha Nairobi. Gaidiado gavana.
Dagoretti hey! Dagoretti hey! Harambe! Yangu nataka kusema, sisi kama Nairobi tunataka kusema serikali ya gavana Sakaja kazi yake ni kunyanyasa wanabiashara, na tunataka kusema Sakaja na Kasongo wamepomorea wa Nairobi manyumba kwa maji, na tunataka kutangaza leo hapa Dagoretti watu wetu wale wanafukuzwa mita 60 kwa mto. Tunasema hiyo barabara hatuendi, na tunataka kuambia gavana Sakaja na William Ruto, upomoaji wa manyumba Nairobi tumesema haitaendelea. Na tunataka kuambia Sakaja, kwa sababu ameweka orodha ya mashamba Nairobi, ile mashamba haitalipa rate, anataka kupiga mashamba yetu auction. Tumemwambia udhubutu kuuza shamba ya Nairobi. Ile kitu tutafanya ndugu zetu Nairobi ni kuhakikisha hawa watu tumewapatia mgongo, wanaturudishia na kisu. Kwa hivyo serikali ni kuhakikisha tumechagua serikali ya DCP. DCP! 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 Muko tayari? Muko tayari? JC kura mmechukua? Muko tayari nazo? Muko tayari? Dereva ndio hii. Dereva ndio hii. Mahali tataka kutupeleka mtaenda nayo. Basi tunahakikishia Rigathi Nairobi tuko imara na tunasonga na rada ya Rigathi na DCP. Asante sana ndugu yangu.
Asante.
Thank you.
Dagoretti oye. Hapa Dagoretti mtanitafutia mjumbe mzuri. Mtanitafutia mjumbe. Mtanitafutia. Tuko na huyu kijana anaitwa Fanya Mambo. Enda pale usalimie watu ya Dagoretti. Dagoretti oye. Dagoretti oye. DCP. DCP. Nikisema Harambee tunasema one time. Harambee. Harambee.
Very interesting development. I saw the reception. You know, I looked at the reception of Rigathi in Kikuyu constituency. Kikuyu is the homeland for Kimani Ichun'gwa. Kimani Ichun'gwa is the #1 politician that objectively has been going for Rigathi. Let me not use the word objectively. That maliciously has been going after Rigathi Gashagua. Rigathi was received in Kimani Ichun'gwa's constituency. So what does that portray? And if people are not careful, there are two things, there are two parallels that I want to draw. And clearly, I've seen a strategy where Kithure Kindiki is going for tent meetings, closed meetings, organized meetings. Rigathi Gachagua on the other end is going to talk to people on ground, making impromptu meetings. The impromptu rallies are more effective than organized ones. These organized rallies. I was talking to, I've been in Kakamega, so talking to two women just around this place, and they told me how some leaders, let me not put names, call them to their homes and give them 200. So I asked, wanakuwa hired at 200 shillings, then nikamuliza, then I asked her, why 200? Then I asked them, there were two, then she told us, okay, what is the services for the 200? She said, number one, lazima uende utapewa vuvuzela, so utapuliza vuvuzela. So I was curious, is the means of choosing who to go vuvuzela? I say, that is number one. Yes, kama mutapuliza. Number two, I asked, why 200? They actually told us that it is 200 because ukienda kufanya kazi hizi za shambani huko, people come from Kakamega and tell us, ukienda kufanya kazi hizi za shambani huku, utapewa hiyo 200. So people are so comfortable with that 200. That is not ordinarily people get. So you can see how systems are in a place where how actually MPs work around all this. Now this strategy has sent some panic, and I can tell you that Rigathi have set himself as the talking point for the other side, both in the rallies and in parliament. I had an argument by Kimani Ichun'gwa today. He was saying that Rigathi is opposing Kethong as the new IBC chair, and according to him, that Rigathi is opposing because he's not a Kikuyu. That is not even the true position. And Maki, if you remember, the first person to oppose was actually Miguna. And what Miguna said is what Rigathi also echoed, that this gentleman that is now going to be picked as IBC chair is actually related to Nanok. That has been the conversation. No one had a problem that that Nanok, that Ekethon is from a minority. No one had a problem. The only discussion that we had is that he's related to someone working in State House, and not just someone, the Deputy State House Controller. So these are the factors that we raised. And you could see the way in everything, whenever an MP from Mount Kenya is arguing a point in the National Assembly, he will by all means try and to drag Rigathi Gashagua's name. So this strategy, I want us to be objective. Number one, I know you cannot fight everyone, you cannot fight everything. But will he get away with it? This is my interpretation of all this. When he goes after the UDA MPs, he's going to disorganize them and send them into a panic, because majority of them are already struggling with popularity for different reasons. There are those for political positions they are taking. There are those who are also seen in terms of betrayal. But again, there is also the burden of incumbency. So when he goes after them, and especially some of them are already unpopular, he's going to embolden and prop up new aspirants. And it is the new aspirants that are going to be a threat to the new, to the UDA establishment. So that Rigathi is very keen. The other issue is UDA MPs will be forced to push Ruto tokenism schemes. And I'm telling you, all this money that the deputy president gives in Mount Kenya and Kisii, and by then they're targeting those two regions keenly. Kithure Kindiki has gone to Kisii twice, I think thrice. So the two regions targeted by this tokenism, it's Kisii and Mount Kenya. Ordinarily, what the president and his team have, according to me, is the places where they have lost quite a significant vote is Kisii and Mount Kenya. Kisii, based on Rigathi Matiang'i candidature, and Mount Kenya, based on Rigathi impeachment. So they might be pushed to do that, and that is more disorienting. Now, Rigathi is also getting publicity, while bad or good. Being attacked everywhere is what it is. However, the issue of raising hands endorsing candidates is also dangerous, because direct tickets risk collapsing the fabric of DCP, of a party. ODM party has suffered voter apathy in general elections, and the whispers will show you that direct tickets demoralize voters. So I wish Rigathi doesn't go that direction. Don't give direct tickets. Let people go. Like, for example, in Odour constituents, the incumbent, I saw another candidate today, then our friend Wahome Thuku is also in the route. So we hope you just goes the direction of not direct tickets. You just provide, make sure you give the space that it needs. Thank you.